All right, amazing. Welcome everybody, whether you're watching this live or you're listening to this as a recording. We're just so grateful that you're here. You're probably wondering who I am. My name is Ariel Shipe. I am a friend of Tia and Ariella's, and I'm just here to just support this business launch and help share some fun information with you guys. So just know that if you've been invited to watch this live or to watch this recording, that Tia really cares about you. She wants you to know what she's up to. That way, if you know anybody that she should network with, you can make that connection for her or help her, continue to spread this message far and wide. So this message and this call is meant to be fun, relaxed. There's nothing you have to do. There's nothing you have to buy. It's just an opportunity to share information. We'll spend the first little bit of the call talking about nutrition, and then we will, share some of our stories, talk about this awesome movement that we've partnered with, and then end by sharing why we got involved and what we're loving, and then we'll call it a night. So sit back and relax, enjoy, and as you listen, just know that this information may or may not be for you, but it might be for someone in your life that you know. So it's always nice to listen with an open heart and an open mind in case there's anybody in your life that you know that might benefit from hearing this. So without further ado, we're going to start this with the topic of nutrition. And I think we can all agree that it's really difficult to be healthy in this day and age. Like, there's so much conflicting information, like eat this, don't eat that, blah, blah, blah. It's like kind of, everything that you find as an answer, there's like something equally as strong telling you the opposite. And I think that the one thing that is not confusing is that we are, we need to be eating more fruits and veggies. I think no matter what nutritional plan or structure or anything that you follow, we all know that fruits and veggies are important. We need to be eating more of them. And like this body, we only get one. And it's really our responsibility to take care of our health, right? We all want to look good. We all want to feel good. We all want to live long and active and healthy lives. And it's actually our responsibility to do so. So this is where we come in. Tia, Ariella, and myself have partnered along with thousands of other people just to help spread this message of better health through fruits and vegetables. So this is kind of mind-blowing. And since there's quite a few of you guys on live today, I want you to hold up your fist, and I can see your little thumbnails. Yes. And if you're listening to the recording, maybe you do it, and I'll be so excited to hear if you did. But this is a serving size. Okay. So how many servings, the size of fruit of your fist? How many fistfuls of fruits and veggies? And obviously you can't, you won't respond because you're muted or you're watching a recording, but think about it. How many servings that size have you eaten today of fruits and vegetables? Or maybe on a normal day? 1, 2, there's a couple, 0, 2. Okay, honestly, the most common response I get is anywhere from 1 to 4. And does anyone want to make a guess of how many we're supposed to eat? 9 to 13 servings, the size of your fist, of fruits and veggies every day in a variety of colors and textures. And I'll talk in a moment why we need so much of this, but I just want to give you a little bit of reassurance and knowing that, like, I don't know anybody that actually eats enough fruits and veggies. And this is why we have partnered with the Juice Plus company as a way to get more fruits and veggies into people's bodies. So if you've never heard about Juice Plus, I will take a moment just to share what it is to give some context to this conversation. So basically, we take 30 different fruits and veggies, raw, whole fruits and veggies, and we concentrate them into a plant powder, and then we encapsulate it. So I am on a trip right now, and I only have one of my bottles with me, but this is one of the bottles. This is the Orchard Blend, and you can see that it starts with farm fresh nutrition. So these are the ingredients. I am not a master of reading backwards, so I'm gonna turn it around. Apple, peach, cranberry, orange, papaya, cherry, pineapple, prune, date, beet. And like I said, this is just one of the 3 blends. There's a garden blend, which is veggies, and there is a vineyard blend, which is fruits and berries. And so between the 3 blends, you get 30 different fruits and veggies in concentrated plant powder form. And then we also do a shake beverage, which has an additional 15 plants along with prebiotic fiber. So like I said, it starts with farm fresh nutrition. It starts with whole fruits and veggies. And the reason, a lot of people don't realize this, the reason we need to eat so many more fruits and veggies now than we ever did before is because our produce has lost anywhere from 5 to 40% of its nutritional content. Think about it this way. If you go to the grocery store, how many times are there green bananas and rock hard avocados? Rhetorical question, always, right? And if they're not green when you get there, they were green before they put them out on the shelves. A lot of grocery stores actually have a process where they gas the bananas so that they ripen quicker. What this means, though, for us is that our produce is not given a chance to ripen. And it doesn't mean it doesn't have any nutrients, but it's way less than it used to. They say that in order to get the same amount of vitamin C as one orange 50 years ago, you'd actually have to consume 5 oranges today, which is insane. So, and then you add on top of that the fact that, like, you know, I live in Colorado. We don't have banana trees in Colorado. You know, our produce is traveling hundreds, if not thousands of miles to get to us. And every day that it's off of the vine, it's losing nutrients. And this is why we have to eat so much more than ever before. But this is also why we've partnered with Juice Plus. Juice Plus solves this by working with small to mid-sized North American farms. And what they do is they let each piece of produce grow wherever it grows best. So, right, we got our oranges down in Florida, our berries I think are up on the East Coast, right? They're growing wherever they grow best. They're able to vine ripen. We pick them at their prime, like when they're the most nutritionally dense. And then right away we dehydrate them, take out the sugar, and take out the salt. And what you're left with is a highly concentrated plant powder that is basically like supercharged fruits and veggies in powder form. And we work with a third party to make sure that it's free of pesticides, herbicides, and heavy metals. So it's the purest plant concentrates possible. Our shakes come in chocolate and vanilla. They're vegan, they're gluten-free, whole food protein. They have amino acids, prebiotic fiber, which is the fuel for the good bacteria in your stomach. You can use them as a meal replacement. Personally, I use them as a snack replacement. I have 2 a day, every day, 1 between breakfast and lunch, and then 1 between lunch and dinner. And that one's, like, to me, the most important one, because that's, for me, I don't know about you guys, but like at 3 or 4 o'clock, that's when I'm craving something sweet, and I have a tendency to go to the store and get like Justin's peanut butter cups or something like that. And so this is just a nice way to get something that tastes like a chocolate milkshake, but is actually packed with nutrients into my body. Now, there's a couple of things I love about Juice Plus. One, it's scientifically proven. And what I mean by that is we've been around for 25 years, and over the last 25 years, we've done 39 medical research studies. And this is not a blogger or like a YouTuber on the internet being like 30-day Juice Plus challenge. No, this is like real research done in a lab, double-blind placebo test, which is the standard in the medical community at large universities, Harvard, Stanford, Yale, Cambridge, right? Really, really large universities. And the information coming out of these studies is conclusive. This is getting into the bloodstream, and this is doing really positive things for people. The second thing, and this is where like I always feel like I have to reel people in here at this moment. So if you're kind of like, okay, I get it, it's a vitamin and supplement, like here's my fishing rod, I'm hooking you and I'm reeling you back in, because it's actually not a vitamin or a supplement. So if you were to, I mean, you could go look in your pantry if you have them, or your, you know, medicine cabinet, but if you were to go and take a multivitamin, the label would say supplement facts. For those of you where this is a really tiny thing, it says nutrition facts. And that's a really important distinction, because nutrition facts are saved for food products. So if you bought like a bag of frozen broccoli at the grocery store, it would say nutrition facts on it. And what that's telling us is that even though this comes in a capsule, it's food, it's fruits and vegetables encapsulated. And it's very different than a supplement, which is like pieces and parts that are potentially synthetically derived. And because it's not a supplement or a vitamin, there's no warning label, you know, there's no safety cap or anything like that. It's safe for all ages, pregnant and nursing mothers. In fact, you know, if you're growing a human inside of you, or, you know, nursing one, the amount of energy it takes to breastfeed, like you probably should be taking a couple of extra and really boosting yourself with even more fruits and veggies. We've had quite a few Olympic athletes choose to use our regimen as they prepared for the games, you know, for recovery just from their workouts or from their injuries, and just to really feel and thrive and be the best versions of themselves. And I won't spend too much time talking about them, but we just do a couple other things. We do a fully vegan omega, so we skip the fish, go right to the source. We do bars, and we do something called a tower garden, which is a 3 foot by 3 foot, maybe 4 foot tall aeroponic growing system. So I live in Colorado, and this winter, all through the winter, grew kale and basil and like butter lettuce in the comfort of my living room, just with some LED lights. It was all on timers. So that was a pretty cool option. And, lastly, we live in this world of instant gratification, and it takes time to heal your body with food. But we do know that if we take out some things that cause inflammation and blast you with really, really good high quality fruits and vegetables, that we can see amazing results pretty quickly. So we do like to help people through a 10-day reset, we'll call it. I do one every month called the Shred 10. And I'm sure Tia or Ariella could give you more info about that reset if you're interested. So just to kind of sum up this conversation, if you were to take our 3 blends of capsules and combine them with our shakes, you would be consuming 45 different plants every single day. Now think back to when I had you hold up your fist and you were telling me how many servings you had. And so, if you were 5 servings short every day, I mean, imagine you're 5 servings short today, but if you add tomorrow, that's 10 servings. And then the next day it's 15 servings. Over the course of a year, it's almost 2,000, right? And then 10 years, 20 years, what that's doing to your body. And then think of the reverse. Imagine flooding your body with fruits and vegetables in surplus, and what that would do for your health in 3 months, 6 months, a year. It's incredible. I'll share my story in a second, but you guys came to listen to Tia, so I'm going to unmute her so she can share what she's excited about. You're ready whenever.
Yay. Everyone can hear me? Yes, cool. So I became interested in Juice Plus when I saw Ariella's launch call video. Britt shared it with me, and I listened to the stories and I became inspired, and I did some research on the product. And I feel like I kind of have a leg up on the information just because my background and my education. I understand from a biochemical perspective why this product works, so I can see the potential for Juice Plus. So I'm excited. I not only feel hopeful, I feel confident that this product is going to make a massive positive change in my life. So I'm excited. I'm excited to share it with people that I love. I'm excited to start my healthy living journey.
I'm so excited too. And I always get in the beginning, I'm just wait. And I've been doing this maybe 6 or 7 months, and I have people that have been doing it 23 years just telling me the same thing, 7 months, wait for the year, wait for the 2 year, you just wait. And so it just gets better and better. Ariella, do you want to share why you decided to jump in here? I'll unmute you. You're good whenever.
Yeah, absolutely. So I broke my back a little under 2 years ago, and I've always been a really healthy individual. But I got in kind of a nasty habit of these unsustainable elimination diets, and I wasn't really putting into my body what it needed. And so when I discovered Juice Plus, I loved the idea that it's bridging the gap between what you're already putting into your body and what it needs. And I didn't anticipate a lot of the changes that were going to happen. I knew that, I was probably going to have more energy and better skin, but I suffer from cold sores, which have always been super embarrassing for me. And within, a few weeks of just taking the Trio capsules and the Omega, I noticed one of my cold sores disappeared in 3 days, and that's unheard of for at least me. So it was huge. And then I didn't really anticipate how much I would bond with my dad, because he's been suffering from diabetes ever since I can remember, and I got him on Juice Plus around the same time, and he's been having so many positive results, and it's just a true testament to just how much this can help people across the world. And so I'm just gonna get emotional. I'm so excited to be a part of it.
It's honestly it's almost hard not to get emotional. Some of the calls that I've gotten even over the last 6 months of healing stories where I'm just you're like, oh my gosh, you don't even realize the potential for it. And I'll share, I think a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? So I'll share a visual of my story. Let's see. Can you guys see the photo? Cool. So I'll give you a second to look at it. And you can see they're time stamped. So it's about 3 months later. Everybody's healing story is different, but I really relate to Ariella. I had done all these elimination diets. That before photo, like I had been trying for 4.5 years to get rid of my acne. Like I was like, I'm going to cure myself from the inside out. So I went to naturopath doctors. I spent thousands of dollars on all of these things. And it was just so frustrating because I was trying so hard and doing all of the right things and nothing was working. And I think that we get really caught up in like, eliminate this and eliminate that. I'm like, yeah, there are things out there that cause inflammation that we'd be better off not consuming. But what about what we're missing? Right? And I really think that's what's happening here is like you give your body all of the building blocks it needs to repair itself, and it does, right? It starts to rebuild itself and whatever that looks like. You know, and the thing that I always come back to is like, what you can't see in that photo is how I felt and how I've changed energetically. You know, my energy levels are so much higher. And I say this a lot, but it's, you don't realize how tired you are until you're not tired anymore. Like you don't realize how good you can feel until you feel better. And honestly, I'm continually amazed. It's like I'm chipping off these layers of lethargy, of brain fog, and just becoming clearer and sharper every day. And like, you know, I'm 7 months in. Like I said, this product's been around for 25 years. I know people that have been taking it for 23 and a half years. And I'm so excited. Like I know that this is going to be a part of my life for time to come. And I want to respect our time. We could literally nerd out on this all day. I could share so many stories, but I won't. I think we'll just make this transition. And I just want to say, like, our mission here is just to help people find freedom through better health. It really is. And I think it's important to acknowledge that 80% of the people who take and buy Juice Plus products are just happy customers. You know, they have no affiliation to the business whatsoever. But I know that there are people out there that are looking for an additional type of freedom. And again, that might not be you, but it might be somebody in your circle. So as you listen with an open heart and an open mind, because there might be somebody that you know that this information could change their life. You know, it did for me for sure. So we'll share just a little bit about the business, and then we'll really just share our stories. I won't take too long, but I do want to say, you know, I do want to answer like the 3 main questions I get asked. So the first one is, you know, what is it? How does it work? So it is it's called a virtual franchise. It costs $50 a year to own your own business, which is less than $1 a week. And basically, man, the company does a lot. Like they bill and collect, they manufacture it, they distribute it to the customers. Basically, we share by word of mouth, and Juice Plus does the rest. And then we get paid each month by direct deposit. What is on here? Let me look at my notes just so that I don't forget. So there's no inventory that we have to keep. I don't have boxes of Juice Plus in my garage. You know, the only product I touch is my own. All of our commission levels are permanent. There's no minimums or quotas, so you have the freedom to grow slow or fast. You can move at your own individual pace. And lastly, there's no glass ceiling, so you can grow your business to the moon and back. You're free to make as much money as you care to create, and you don't have any territorial restrictions. So, you know, we operate in 26 different countries, and as a representative, you can do business in all of those countries. The second question I get asked all the time is, like, what's so great about the Juice Plus company? And well, there's a couple things. One, as a company, we've been around for 50 years. Our products have been around for 25. And again, in those 25 years, we've done 39 different medical research studies. Our original president is still at the helm today, actually, Jay Martin. We make money 4 ways: retail profit, commission, bonuses, and family insurances. What this means is at the top position of the company, we offer a benefits package, which includes medical, health insurance, dental. I always get so excited about that one. Hold on, I got to read this list because there's so many. Dental, disability, life, long-term care, chiropractic, prescription, college tuition assistance, holiday bonus, and a monthly expense allowance. And this can be for short-term cash flow or a long-term retirement strategy. It just depends on what your goals are. The third question, is I know that this is near and dear to Ariella's heart, so I'll change it over to her. But the third question we get asked all the time is, what has Juice Plus Company done to make a difference? So Ariella, I know this is like one of your favorite things, so you can share.
Yeah, if you haven't already noticed how amazing this company is, this is actually a huge reason why I wanted to get involved. But they offer the Children's Health Study, and I'm going to be reading this because I'm not as graceful as Ariel is. I will get there someday. But the Juice Plus Children's Health Study provides free Juice Plus for children and have helped over 1 million families to date. And the title sponsor for the St. Jude's Marathon each year. In 2016, $10 million were raised for the Children's Hospital, and we're really involved with Boys and Girls Club. And I don't know if any of you were involved with Boys and Girls Club when you were a kid, but I was, so that's also near and dear to my heart. And they created a technical institute to teach students marketable trades, and 100% of graduates have been placed in jobs. They're donating the Tower Gardens to every Boys and Girls Club across North America. That's over 4,000 centers. Donating 10 million complete meals to Volunteers of America, which I've volunteered over the last few years, and it's just incredible that 20 million worth of food for them that they didn't have to buy. And in fact, in 2016, Volunteers of America honored the President Jay Martin for his 3 decades of service. So not only does Juice Plus Company inspire healthy living around the world, but healthy giving as well.
Yeah, it's so inspiring to be a part of a company that like cares so much about people's overall health, especially the health of children. And you know what, like before I share my story, Ariella shares hers. Tia, I know that you're like so excited about this, and it's like one of my favorite things about you. So do you want to share why you decided to get involved with the business and what you're most excited about here?
Yeah. So I saw this business opportunity as a way to make money while I fulfill my life purpose, which I believe is to make healthy living accessible to people in this mass manufactured 2018 world that we live in. I know all of you friends and family have heard me rag on society on many occasions and joke about if we live in a goods and services world, and as hopeless as I can be about the highly technological 2018 that we live in, the truth is that some good can come out of that. And I genuinely believe that Juice Plus is a shining example of that. So I'm excited because it gave me a gleam of hope. There is a product that I can get out there to people to help them change their lives for the better. So I'm just so excited to be a part of the movement.
It gives you're like, oh my gosh, finally something, right?
Yes.
Ariella, do you want to take a second too and just chime in? I always love to hear your story.
Yeah, I just gotta say first, Tia, you're so inspiring, and we share a lot of very similar goals. So I'm going to be going to grad school for wilderness therapy. I just got accepted, so I'm super excited. But I needed to find something that, would create residual income for me while I'm not working. And when I found out about Juice Plus, among the many amazing things about it, I was just so intrigued. And not only will it be something that will get me through grad school, it's also just like so important to me. Diet is a huge part of mental illness. And so since I'm going to be doing clinical counseling, just being able to reach people in that way, I just see it as helping so many people, and that is just such a rewarding thing to me. So very similar to Tia's, and I'm just super excited to be a part of, her experience and her journey.
I love both of you. I think one of my favorite parts so far has just been the people that I've met through all of this, because it's so incredible to connect with like-minded people. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I joined Juice Plus as a business because I wanted my stuff for free. I learned about the product. It made sense to me. I knew it was going to do good things for me. And I was like, you know what? I teach yoga. I don't make very much money. Like, how do I just get this covered? And it's not expensive or anything like that, but I was just like, I can make this happen. And you know what? It was the gateway into a whole new life. I had no idea. 6 months ago, I was teaching yoga full time. And even though teaching yoga is so rewarding, you get really locked in. Like you can't, like when you teach 10 to 15 classes a week, which is what it takes to maybe make your rent payment and feed yourself. Like to get that many subs to go away for even 1 week is totally insane. And then you add on top of that, like, when you go away, you're not getting paid. There's no sick leave. There's nothing like that. There's no health insurance. And so even though it's really rewarding, it doesn't give you that freedom. And I've always loved to travel. And I have traveled more in the last 3 months than I did in the last 3 years combined. And it's really all made possible because like right now, I'm sitting in a hotel room. I'm not at like, someone was like, oh, you look like you're at a Panera Bread. I am not at a Panera Bread. I am sitting on a hotel bed. And that's like the best part of this is I can do this business anywhere. I can bring my computer, I can bring my phone, and I get to do something that's meaningful and that makes an impact in the world, but also lets me, like feed my soul and be that adventurous free spirit that I am and that I want to continue to be, and to feel that like energy and excitement for life and to really see this world. So yeah, if you would have asked me 6 months ago that I would, only be teaching one class a week and I'd be traveling like 3 or 4 times a month, I would think you're crazy. But it's true. And I sit here today and I'm telling you, like, I'm sitting in a hotel room and it's so amazing to have that freedom to explore. So I don't want to take up any more of your time. And these calls, you just get so excited. But so I want to wrap it up by again, just saying thank you. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about health and wellness and listen to like a complete stranger talk on the internet for, 20 minutes or so. So we appreciate that. And the real intention of this call is just to help Tia network with people who would really benefit from this information. So just make sure that, after this call, you take some time to reflect. We're looking to network with 2 types of people. Anyone you might know who's looking to improve their health and that you think might benefit from adding more fruits and veggies or getting more fruits and veggies into their family. We just find it to be like a simple and affordable and convenient way to get massive amounts of nutrition into our bodies, into our families' bodies. Or 2, anyone you might know who might want to partner with Tia in this freedom revolution, whatever you want to call it. Really, our goal here is to help people create, oh, she was like this for everyone who couldn't see on the recording. Our goal here is to help people create residual income for traveling or, being with their family or making a contribution in this world. We love helping moms choose mom care instead of daycare. We love helping hardworking professionals choose to follow their dreams instead of someone else's. Like, we love helping empty nesters build a little more of a nest egg for themselves and future generations, or college kids, be able to build something sustainable without taking away from their studies. So although you're here to support this launch, just again, maybe you take some time after the call and just reflect if there's anyone who you might know who is dissatisfied and looking for a solution or could use an opportunity like this, whether it's health-wise or business-wise. As skeptical as I was about Juice Plus, Lord knows I was skeptical. And my friend is actually sitting right there, the one. She knows how skeptical I was. But as skeptical as I was, I'm so grateful that I had a friend, it's right there, who loved me enough to share Juice Plus with me, because it's truly changed my life and it's changed what I thought was possible with this life. So anyways, I just want to say thank you again. And then Tia, I'll unmute you. Do you have any last little words to your friends and family before we end the call?
I am just so thankful that you're all here to support me during my business and my health and wellness endeavors, both personally and professionally. So thank you, all of you. And thank you, Ariella and Ariel, for being here to help me through this experience too.
Of course. We're so excited to be here. So if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, just reach out to Tia. If she doesn't know the answer, she knows quite a few people who might know it. So I'll end the recording here.